October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and it seeks to charge everyone to do better and support those facing this very serious problem.
Domestic violence affects millions of women and men of every race, religion, and culture. Advocates say an end to this societal problem must be achieved.
Joining us on Skype from New York is Dr. Grace Ogiel Enoma, Executive Director, National Association of Nigerian Nurses in North America. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast.
Good morning from New York, and thank you for giving us this opportunity.
All right, you're welcome.
To be here again.
Yes. Now, the issue of domestic violence is said to be a major problem that cuts across whether tribe, religion, across countries as well. And the pandemic also is said to have compounded issues of domestic violence. And there has been a spike in the number of cases. Talk to us what the situation is like in New York.
Right. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our perspectives as healthcare practitioners in the U.S. As we know, like you've said, this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the 2020 campaign, United to End Domestic Abuse, makes a stand. And with the pandemic, we are now also seeing what we call pandemic within the pandemic, intimate partner violence. And we know that this time when victims are now being home from with the stay-at-home orders. But I just want to go back to even the issues as it started. That few years ago, we have in our community about 10 Nigerian women were killed by their husbands here in the U.S. And out of the 10 women, 7 were nurses. Like you had said, permit me to say that domestic violence cuts across people of all races, culture, genders. But however, with 10 Nigerian women dying and 7 of them being nurses, we decided to come together as nurses to put together strategies to mitigate, this situation. And now with the pandemic, you have these women staying home with their abusers, and the number is increasing. And this month we are trying to bring awareness, to our community and bring help, to the victims of domestic violence.
All right. Now, over the years, we've seen a culture of silence, both on the parts of men and women. Of course, when it comes to domestic violence in men, it's highly underreported. But what does your organization do to ensuring that people can come out to speak up when they are violent, when they're having violence in their home?
Right, you're right. In the U.S., nearly 1 in 5 women and about 1 in 7 men report having experienced severe physical violence from an intimate partner in their lifetime. And so domestic violence is not just women's issue, it's also men. And in our culture, because of the stigma, men and women, especially men, tend not to discuss it. So what we do in the organization is to have interactive sessions, with different communities, in the churches, organizations, where we discuss domestic violence issue. But now we're focusing on relationship building, families, even to break the cycle of violence, the children, that are being affected, with the domestic violence. So we have programs for different groups so that we can talk about it. Even the word domestic violence like a taboo in our culture. And that is what we're trying to encourage, that for you to be having challenges, difficulties in your marriages is nothing new, and you're not alone. And as we talk about it, we're able to look for those areas where we can offer help. And here in the US, we have hotlines we have support system, we have resources. So we're able to bring those resources to our community. And that is
And
why
I'd
this
like to
awareness.
quickly pick up from that point, talking about support systems, how crucial and critical they are to persons who are facing abuse in their relationship, marriages, whichever way. How critical is it?
Oh, this is very, very important that they have resources because most of the issues, okay, let's piggyback to what we've said before in our culture. Our system or our culture, Nigerians, we are not used to using psychologists or family going for family counseling, but what we've done over the years, if you look at our culture, which is different, is the family of the both families come together. When there are issues, you're able to go to your either the mother-in-law or the sister-in-law. But in the US, what we saw when we did our research was that there was a separation. People are lonely, people are in their own world, people are doing their own thing. So what we are doing is to bring together communities where you can discuss issues. For example, for nurses that work long hours, what can you do to either shorten the hours, and what can you do in the home to help you right here? At home in Nigeria, you have helpmates, you could have people helping you. But here in the US, you may be alone with just you, your husband, and the children, and then you have these challenges with work and domestic issues that you have to deal with.
All
So
right.
now we're looking at, so yeah.